Austin Show is brought to you by Slow Coast Studios, Wichita's home for EPKs, live recording, podcasts, really any audio-visual stuff that you might need.
Get with PK Pest Management for all of your pest control needs, 316-305-7108. For any termite inspections or anything under the sun, we'll take care of any problem that you have.
Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store. They grow their own fields out in Colorado. They make a lot of their own products. Stop by, see Nikki, tell them Aaron and Austin sent you.
Get with Jealous Kitchen. They are turning Mondays into Taco Tuesdays over there at the Shamrock Pop-Up. We love everything that Jealous is doing.
It's like a Taco Tuesday pregame.
They got fried tacos that they do all the time.
With this really good, like, pineapple salsa.
Pineapple,
it's pretty fire, like...
Yeah, dude, it's fire. Make sure you get out to Diaper Jam 2024 this year. We moved locations. We're not at Champs this year. We're moving over to Bourbon Street. We're going to have a great time. We're on 420 this year. So come out. We're going to have vendors. There's going to be food. We're going to have tons of bands. There'll be plenty of people announced coming up. Make sure that you come out to Diaper Jam. All you need to bring is a package of diapers, from the tiniest ones to adult diapers. It doesn't matter. Bring a package of diapers. It gets you in the door for all days worth of fun.
The whole thing benefits Wichita Children's Home, so dig deep. Aaron and Austin Show will be out there advertising and promoting and talking to everybody, so come say hi.
Yeah, we're going to be live on location all day long podcasting while the concerts are going on, while the fun's going on, while the vendors are out there, so make sure you get out and support them.
The Aaron and Austin Show wants to give a huge shout out to Eddie at Wichita by EB. Go check out his podcast, The Editorial. Check out all the stuff he's doing for food trucks. He releases a list of where the food trucks are going to be. He releases a list of where the bands are going to be playing. Just an amazing dude. Go support him. Find Wichita by EB. Support him however you can. Detox has been helping Wichita detox for 15 years. They have a great selection of CBD products, mushroom gummies, curating, kava, and even legal THC. Hit them up, www.alloutdetox.com, or give them a call, 316-554-7459. Be all in with All Out Detox. Damn Jam 2024, the biggest lake party in Kansas. We have Brantley Gilbert, Stone Temple Pilots, Demon Jones, Wheeler Walker Jr., Upchurch, and Joe D. Messina. So it's going to be a killer lineup. More to come. A bunch of locals popping up on that. There's a whole beach party stage. We haven't announced an act on.
Yeah, and we've got just so much going on at that show. Make sure that you're going to be out there. It's July 19th and 20th this year out at Lake Afton. Get your tickets as early as you can. There's going to be more announcements, more people coming out. They're doing 2 stages this year. The Aaron and Austin Show is going to be in the VIP section, podcasting live at the lodge all weekend long. It's going to be a blast. There's going to be camping. There's going to be dad bod contests. There is going to be a car show.
Shenanigans.
Awesome.
Aaron and Austin made a show. It's fucking awesome. If you like fun, then you know where to go. The Aaron and Austin Show.
I'm excited too. So here we are. Let's be excited. I think we're recording. We got episode 94. We got the Damn Jam crew in here today. We got a lot to get into with that. But first and foremost, we want to thank R&J's. Yeah. R&J's official sponsor now. Discount
3015 East Douglas.
3015 East Douglas, guys. Get down there.
We're on this Nulu kick, and this is they have 3 different kinds over there at R&J's.
We had the straight
bourbon whiskey yesterday, and today we get the toasted small batch.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Nice.
See, we even have fancy Aaron and Austin Show glasses.
Oh, well, that's fabulous.
Well, it's still a fun story behind that someone sent us those, and we still don't know who the fuck did it.
That's cool.
Right. And it was a little weird. It came to my personal house. It didn't come to, like, the studio.
Oh, you have a stalker.
Well, no. I mean, if the worst thing a stalker did was buy me a set of whiskey glasses, I'm really doing pretty good.
They came inside a horse head, honestly.
Yeah, it was really weird. No, it didn't.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, what? I'm like, we need to start questioning things here, boys.
And also, another official sponsor is All Out Detox and 42 Below. You want to get into both of those places. 42 Below's got a lot of cool glass and a lot of cool, a little bit of everything in that place, really. They do glass blowing in the black. They're probably going to be at Diaper Jam this year. Shout out to Diaper Jam as well.
Help me out with this. I can't seem to open that thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like waxed in there really good.
Ooh, snazzy.
Wax.
Might need a knife.
Well, they've opened it. It should pop up.
That's what I thought.
Just opened it, I think.
Oh.
It's too much waxy.
Yeah, just you said to keep prying on it. But you got it? I can't believe you couldn't get into a bottle of booze. I mean, we might want to mark that. We want to mark that. You'd be gnarling on that shit like a coyote.
He's over there with his mouth. I got this. No,
yeah, but Shout out to 42 Below, their new sponsor as well. And get over to R&J's, get over to 42 Below, get over to All Out Detox. So let's introduce CJ and Taryn, kicking it out, coming in for Damn Jam. Go ahead and introduce yourself a little bit. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Either one. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You go first.
Okay. I'm Taryn Northcutt. I am in charge of the beach party. So it'll be fun. We have a lot of activities planned during the day from 12 to 4. We'll have picnic tables at the beach, so come have lunch at the beach. We're going to have the fire pits going, so if you want to cook over the fire pits, that'll be an option. Grill some hot dogs.
Some local bands happening.
And we'll
this
have
season.
local bands
Yes.
doing all of it. We'll have the bikini contest, the dad bod contest that everyone loves, and we'll have a cornhole tournament this year. And then the glamping your camp is still going to be a thing, so
Yes.
that will start Friday, and then we'll announce the winners Saturday.
Okay, so we've unpacked a lot there. We'll get back to all that shit.
I'm hesitant
Yeah.
to enter the dad bod contest because
Don't be
I just
scared.
think it's unfair.
We need to have we got a winner. We got the winner on our crew.
You
Kevin
can do
Kevin
it.
Hurley
Kevin
win.
won it? Really?
Kevin, no, he'll win it. He'll win it
yeah.
if he goes. I don't think he was in it last year. He missed it.
Oh, no.
But we got a guy. Do you remember the guy that was flying a kite for us last year? Shout out to Kevin Hurley, our part of our Damn Jam team last
Ooh,
year.
flying a kite. I
Yeah.
like that. That's a good idea. Let's play with that for a minute.
He was actually flying. While we were kicking it, the weather was pretty good to fly kites out there. So by our teepee, while we were screwing around, I don't know where he got the kite. That's still. Do we even know that?
Dude, it's Kevin, man.
It's not like he bought the fucking kite.
That's beautiful, though.
Well, and we'll also
Everyone should fly a kite. If you haven't flown a kite on the end of a fishing pole,
Ooh, that sounds
I have not
fun,
done that.
okay, well, let me explain to you. That came from my husband.
Do you
his
cast?
little
So
redneck.
shout out. Do you cast the kite?
No, you get it going, and then it's on like 500 feet of line, and I always get worried, like you're going to hit an airplane. The airplane's going to fly because you can't see it. It's so small.
You just cut it loose at that point. Let it be.
is
Let
so
it be.
fun. It is,
Catch
and
and
then you got to
release.
reel
The
it
problem
in.
is you're putting 500 feet of fucking fishing wire out into the ether, though. That's gonna.
Yeah,
fucking,
so we don't get to do that. But we
Yeah.
always reel it in. But it's really cool. You can do a lot of cool things. So if you haven't tried flying a kite on the end of a fishing pole,
I gotta try casting a kite. I feel like that's the next
I
step.
don't think that's going to work out. That's not going to work out. Okay.
What if I go up with it?
That's not, you could.
I could.
Okay.
Yeah, you
but-
better not fly too big of a kite.
Yeah, because it gets up there and it's
Stuck on
really
small, right?
powerful on the end of the fishing pole because it's so
Yeah.
far up there. It gets really
Well, let's
strong
not
and
cast me.
powerful.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, it's awesome.
Would
So if
you
you
guys,
haven't tried that,
would you
try
guys
that.
like a little snip of this?
And then I also own my own spa, so I'm an esthetician. I own Beauty by Taryn. So I do skincare, I do lashes, I do makeup, I do everything.
And what's your spa?
What's my spa?
Yeah,
Beauty,
what's the name?
Beauty by Taryn.
Sweet. And where's that at?
It's inside a New You salon at 1323 West Douglas, so I'm in Delano.
Oh, nice.
Awesome.
And this year I am the new sponsor for the Miss ICT pageant, which will happen in March. So I'm doing the facials, lashes, and makeup for the girls.
Before you leave, we'll have you write down your credentials on here, and I'll
Yeah.
put those in
Yeah,
the description for that.
Exciting.
Because our bookkeeper's not here. The person that usually keeps track of that shit. So remind me. We'll have you write it. Actually, just do it right now, just so we don't forget. Because we'll
That's
forget.
a good idea. I
Right,
love it.
Just write down the all your stuff and your address and stuff, and we'll put that all in the description so everybody will know where it's at. It's easier than trying to pause the video like 5 times. It's tough. Anybody that's like me, you have to pause it fucking 5 times trying to get an address and rewind it.
I know, right?
I'm so dyslexic. It's terrible. But so go ahead. What's your story?
Well, I'm CJ Wilson. I am the president of a production company which produces the Damn Jam. It's very exciting. I've been doing festivals for about 24 years now. I've done several around the country and helped. And normally where my expertise has always been is in sponsorship and marketing. So helping develop those programs. And I've been doing that for many years. When I was very young, I owned the newspaper in Hayesville.
Oh, way cool.
So yeah.
So you own the newspaper in Hayesville,
I owned
right?
it, yes. An official publication for the city. That was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, being a full editor of a newspaper is
Yeah,
not easy.
no money.
It's a lot.
Well, that it's daily. It's daily stress.
What year? What years were this?
It was like, well, I was 22, so 90,
Oh my God, it's
99,
yeah, well, a
2000.
newspaper's super busy at that time still. Like the internet hadn't killed it yet.
But it was coming in strong, so
Yeah.
I was happy to sell it and move on. But it was pretty awesome. It was a good experience
How did
for
you
me.
How did you fall into that?
Well, my parents own a storage company there, and the newspaper went up for sale, and I said, oh, I can do this, okay? But here's the thing is I was a Derby kid, so Hayesville Derby,
Yeah.
we were rivals.
Some
Lots
ain't
in
right with the
common,
water in
lots in
Hayesville.
common.
Everybody knows that.
I know, but it was a lovely community. I did enjoy doing it. Doing the
We're sorry,
newspaper.
everybody in Hayesville.
Yes, we do. We love everyone in Hayesville. We love everybody everywhere. So I love the Damn Jam. I'm excited that it's here. The biggest thing that makes me happy is the team of people that have come forward to help us do it, because everybody just thinks we're throwing a party at the lake, and really we're not. I mean, the party is
so
the
much
perk.
more than that.
I mean, it's a party,
It is a party.
but it's a world class festival. I mean,
Yes, and we have a goal, okay? And our indefinite
100%.
goal is to bring Kansas tourism. So, the Country Stampede in Manhattan brought 8 to 9 million to their economy every year, and Kansas needs that. We don't
for
have
sure.
oceans. we don't have
Wichita needs
mountains.
it like a motherfucker.
That's why I wanted to be at Lake Afton.
Yeah, I mean, we got the biggest thing going is what, the Winfield Festival, probably the Bluegrass Festival in town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been
Yeah.
there for 51 years now.
I feel like
Yes.
I feel like Wichita. I feel like this is a Wichita event.
Yes.
I feel like we can out fucking do Winfield, right? Shit, come to. I mean, that's what we're
I
here
think
for.
we both
I'm from
bring
Winfield,
something.
huh?
Yeah,
I know. We want them to.
I have family in Winfield.
He's
too, so
actually-
I feel you.
We're gonna have him run for mayor, and we're actually going to the Winfield Small Town Roots Festival. I love them too, but that doesn't mean we can't do more people than them.
That's right. We can.
We want them to succeed too.
Yeah, we all
but
want to
wanna-
succeed, but we want to see where we can take this. Like, a lot of people want this to be more of a family event. We want something that's an adult event, so we cater to adults. We want people to travel in, come here, have a good time, experience Kansas. Our camping's from Wednesday to Sunday, and that's on purpose. Like, we want you to come here and check us out. We want you to see our art. We want you to go to Tanganyika. We want you to go to the Sedgwick County Zoo. We want you to go to Wichita. We want you to
Eat
check
at
things
our
out.
restaurants. Eat at our restaurants. Check out our city.
Check out all the
Yes.
local.
Yeah, for sure.
vendors.
Yes.
And you guys are helping that a ton by stepping up with who you're bringing. Because when you bring the names, the people will come.
That is correct.
And, I mean, we had some big names last year, but I think you've already released bigger names this year, and there's more big names to come.
Oh man,
We
I'm-
have-
And
Yeah.
we'll get into
I'm
that.
excited.
But where I want to start at first is, where did you guys get involved in the Damn Jam part of it? Like, because I remember this is kind of somewhat from drawn back from Jason's
there
interview.
was the Damn Music Festival.
The Damn Music Festival,
Right.
and this
Let's
is
talk about that.
yeah. Let's please.
Okay.
Let's start from there and like how we got to where we're at here.
So I've always had a goal of wanting to bring something to Kansas like this.
Right.
So there was actually some gentlemen here in Wichita that came to me, and they also wanted to do the same. And I was a part of Damn Music Festival the first 2 years.
That's what I thought. That's what
Yes.
Jason had told us.
So marketing and promoting that show, I helped the first couple of years. They went a different direction that I felt this isn't going to work. Or, I mean, I'll be very honest with you. I love all the artists that come, but my whole thing is way more important than bands. I've worked with 211 artists over the years of my career, and you won't find a picture of me in a meet and greet because I don't care.
Right.
The superstars to me are the people that walk through that front gate and help us and support us in what we're doing. The artists, we pay them to be there.
Exactly.
You know,
Their
we pay
staff.
them a lot of money.
Yeah, their staff.
Yeah, so I feel like sometimes that gets a little bit mixed up. So it was the same type of goal at El Dorado, but we just didn't mesh anymore. My goals were different than what those were, and so that final year I removed myself from that festival, and unfortunately it didn't last.
Well, you had the foresight.
Yeah,
You-
I did.
You
I
knew that wasn't a
and
winning
I
formula,
made it.
guess.
I made that whole festival. Like, I laid that whole thing out. The gentleman
Well,
that came to me.
I'm going to say it because you won. It failed because you left.
Well, I don't want to brag or
That's
anything.
what
but
I
it
said.
could have been, but I don't know.
You don't have to say shit. I said it. I'll
But
say it.
I loved it. I mean, I poured my heart and soul into it. I mean, my husband was, he probably wanted to kill me half the time. So, because I'm a workaholic, I really am. Like, when I'm into something, I'm all in. And one thing that I'm really into is music festivals. I feel like people miss the whole concept of it, that it has the ability to bring what we need to our area. We can't get people to come here. We're ranked number 46 in the country on tourism.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
like it.
Fly
Okay.
over state forever. We're trying to change that, please.
Thank you, please. And what you guys do here is so perfect how we mesh together, because we need to allow our artists and our talented people here in Wichita the opportunity, and you give them the opportunity here, and we want to continue to give them the opportunity out there, which I think together we will grow that local scene a lot.
Yeah, well, and that's really the mission that we started from day one, and we are still standing on that. And me and Aaron have tried with ever amounting studio costs and engineer costs and building costs. We have stood on being able to provide a free show for the city every Thursday, every week. That gives all of the people in this town a platform. Yeah,
Yes.
sometimes I talk too much, and I'm sorry. But when the people come in, like we prided ourselves on being able to do this forever, and when Jason was actually had the brainchild of inviting us to the Damn Jam last year, why we were sitting in this very room. So it's really kind of a full circle here. That's kind of beautiful. Yeah. We told him we were doing ICT Fest, and we told him we were doing these other ones, and he's like, "Well, why don't you guys come to the Damn Jam?" And we're like, "Why the fuck wouldn't we?" And when someone's excited and passionate like Jason was, and like you are, like these things are really easy to get behind.
Jason was a part of Damn Music Festival too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
and that's how we connected, and then we stayed connected. And he actually, I'll tell you a story that happened, which was why we chose the name Damn Jam. Some people are like, "Why?" And I won't lie, it's really caused me a lot of headaches sometimes because I didn't realize how bad things ended before,
and how that would cross.
So
over
you did, and how it kind of took the life of the other Damn Music Festival.
Optics, you know. It's optics.
Exactly. So Jason was awesome to be a part of that, and he really pulled that in with us. And then we got together and was like, we can do this again. Well, for the 2 years in between, or the 3 years in between Damn Music Fest and Damn Jam, there was actually a group of people going to El Dorado Lake every year in July. And I think there was about 200 of them, and we were friends with him. And
were they like throwing a camping party kind of?
Yeah, they called it the Shit Fest with a Y. Said if the Damn Fest can't do it, we can do it. And so they did, and they had this party out there. They were like, just do it again, bring it back.
Were they having musical acts as well?
No, they were playing music, party, and they were all just camping together. And you know what's really crazy is that at the Damn Music Festival, 23% of the people that camped there never entered the concert. You had to have a ticket. You had to have a ticket to camp over there, but they would camp.
So if you camped, they did have a ticket, but they didn't go in.
Never. 23% of them.
I bet they maybe sat outside their campsite and just listened to the music from there.
I think it's the atmosphere.
Yeah,
the festival atmosphere. If you haven't danced under the stars to live music, you ain't living. Yeah,
if you haven't, I would say, to elaborate even on that, if you haven't experienced a full festival, multi-day festival in your life of any sort, of any genre of music that you like, I'm not going to tell you which one to go to, but that is something you always should try to get in your life one time. I don't care how old you are. It's never too late to go and hang. We're downtown Wichita. Right. Nope, they didn't stop. They didn't stop here, so we're good.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Keep going.
We're good. But so you nailed it on the head. If you haven't been out to something of this magnitude in a genre of music that you like, you really should. You really should do it.
Growing up in Winfield, I remember going to the Bluegrass Festival every year, and it was very much like that for me. I never really went to the big main stage acts.
Yeah, the party place was at the Walnut.
I was hanging out in the Pecan Grove.
Oh, Pecan Grove, that's what it is, not Walnut. Pecan Grove.
You were on the right track.
I knew where it was at in my mind because I went there. My dad lived there when I was growing up, and I always wanted to go. And he'd be like, "No, Carrie Jane."
That's where all them hippies go to smoke the marijuana.
Yeah, well, until you go down there and show up, and you're like, "That's my dentist."
Yeah, right.
That's my doctor. They're hanging.
That guy's the gym teacher.
Saying like everybody goes, and then it was.
Well, it's not like Winfield's a big fucking town.
I know, right? So I'm all just like, wow, you guys
are really hammered.
Yeah, like passing things around, and I'm like looking, being like, I don't think this is right, you know? Because
you ever smoke weed with your high school teacher?
Yeah,
like I'm just fucking
can't
saying.
do it.
I feel like that would happen at Winfield.
Yes, it could.
That has happened a lot at Winfield Festival.
When you go to that festival,
illegal THC actually.
Stays at.
Yeah, it was all Delta 8
until the podcast
time.
about 20 years later. You know what I mean?
No, it was all Delta 8 the whole time. It was all legal THC. You know, just like you can find it All Out Detox.
Yeah.
Drug test, 2 for $10.
I was a DJ back in the day. The year that it got rained out, and we went out to a lot of campers went out to the lake. So as a DJ, we took our van out there and started following people around. There's some funny stories. They had big giant chairs, and the guy that I DJ'd with was wanting to hit on this chick that was walking down the street. So we're in our little radio station minivan.
Cat calling.
Yeah, okay. And so I'm all like, man, and she was beautiful when we were walking, okay? We're walking. She's walking ahead of the van. Okay, we're driving down the road.
So she got the right view.
Yeah. So Tom was like, we want to talk to her, and he rolls down the window and he pulls up, and she turns, and she was a pretty girl, but she had more hair in her armpits bushing out everywhere that I thought I was. I mean,
she could charge extra for that these days.
Thank you very much.
Them hippie girls.
So Tommy's just like, whoa. oh, hey, hi, and like just stumbled all over himself. I'm like, what's wrong, Tommy? Don't you want to talk to her? You know, because you know me, I want him to take it to the full effect. So it was a lot of fun to be out there and to see the crazy that happened, and it just made me love festivals more. Like just more and more every day, I wanted to be. A part of it.
It's special, and we've all seen the shit shows, but it's special when a festival's run correctly. And I've been to a lot. I've been to some ones that were prepared and weren't, and the staff was how it was, and it was really a breath of fresh air to see how you guys operated last year. Yeah. So was it? Were you the main person involved in bringing the festival back as the Damn Jam?
Yes, actually, me and Jason, Bill, and my husband Bobby, we all met for a year just talking about what we're going to do, and he has some great ideas. Like, we're going to have to talk about the foo squatch here in a little bit, okay?
Oh,
okay.
Well,
so,
okay. You guys know something I don't?
Yeah, this is hilarious. I'll tell you about
it.
that.
No, it means her husband likes whiskey too.
So we had this big plan, and we put it all together, and we literally sent out 14 letters to people, and a lot of the people we were talking to are people that I've had as sponsors in the past that had a passion for it with me, and a lot of my sponsors I've had for 20-some years.
You're great at keeping and getting sponsors, girl. I will give you a round of applause for that.
Well, thank you very much, but we need more.
I know.
So
you always can help us out. We always need more, and so does the Aaron and Austin show. If you like.
That's right. See, we can work together on this. We can do combo deals.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yes,
they do a combo deal because they are doing the festival special for theirs.
That's right. We offer a tier.
Yeah, and we offer a tier for normal shows, and we offer tiers for the festivals that we're at too.
Festival podcasting.
So I invited a bunch of people to a table. Are you ready for this? I send out, and I have owners that are 80. So I sent everything out and sent them letters, and they all showed up for the meeting. I also do Fulton Valley Farms, who has weddings and Christmas stuff. So with Betty and Dave Corbin, and everybody came, and they sat at the table and they heard my idea, and none of them ran. In fact, they all embraced me, and I really have to say, every single one of them was like, "We can do this."
Did you have a location in mind at that time, or were you just...
at that time we wanted to go to El Dorado. We
wanted
to try to place it
back
in there. And the only reason that we didn't stay at El Dorado is because of the policy changes of the state lake. It didn't have anything to do.
Well, you know what? A little bit of what I think was great that you moved from there is it's a logistical nightmare as far as trying to keep people out that didn't pay.
It was and it wasn't.
Like you could get on another dock and come flying up on your boat and be right in that shit.
Probably do that.
But like at Lake Afton, it's one entrance in, one and out. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to maintain a festival there.
Yeah.
It's really almost literally built for this purpose.
The great thing about their little lake area they had there was that the river ran through it, so we didn't have to deal with any algae.
Yeah, bullshit.
So we're working on that, and I think this freezing weather, I'm praying,
should help. Yes,
I think it should help a little bit.
Lake Afton froze to the bone over this last 2 weeks.
It is.
People have been out walking on it, and they drilled down like.
There was an eagle on it today.
Yeah, they drilled. Well, they drilled down 4 feet, like a week ago, and it was solid ice for like 4 feet down.
Beautiful.
Wow.
So that'll kill all that algae.
That's
and shit.
Gonna kill it out.
And I will tell you, the people is the problem. Like, you guys bringing out your boats from other fucking places and shit is what fucks up Lake Afton. Yeah. People just go, they throw any dinghy, any damn thing in that place, and they don't realize that you got like zebra mussels got crazy out there one year. Like,
they did one year. That's right. But they kind of cleared out now, so it's better. But I'll definitely say that we did want to go to El Dorado, but they changed policies, and state lakes are not allowing big events like that no more. They don't need to. Really? The pandemic hit. Everybody bought a camper. They're full every weekend. The purpose of the large events was to draw crowds to the lakes
and to
get them to camp.
So they can make their nut for the year.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they don't have to. They're making their
same
nut
reason
fine.
why.
Well, there's
Country Stampede moved.
You're right. There's an uptick of people just living in campers and shit now. There's probably they ain't worried about that at all no more. They're renting their electrical out every weekend.
That's right.
Care. Yeah, that makes sense.
But Lake Afton embraced us, and Mark Sroof was the manager out there, and he actually passed away last May. Or actually last January. And so we were really sad to see that because he was a good friend of mine. I had worked with him several times on just other events and other things that were happening out there. And he is such a good man. And he was one of our biggest fans, our biggest supporters. And I just appreciated that so much. And he was like, we need this. We need something here. We need something in Kansas. So he was a huge fan of bringing that live music. So he was really a lot of driving force. So we asked everybody and everyone said yes. And we found sponsors. And we're really blessed to have Chris Carr with Carr's Plumbing. heating and air and maintenance. He is.
That was the guy that made the bar air conditioned.
Yes.
And that's where your guys' office operates outside of his business, correct?
Yes, correct. He has embraced this fully, 110%.
That's where the meeting was.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. That's right.
So, I had to miss that meeting.
Yeah, that's okay. Come,
That's all right.
Come next month.
Yeah, we'll
We
be
meet all
there.
the time.
Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be there in and out of all of those for sure.
So I definitely appreciate the fact that people said yes. That was my biggest thing. And then now the sponsors are saying yes.
Well, I ain't gonna lie to you, CJ. You're easy to say yes to because you are a hard worker, and it's when someone's behind it like you. I'll give you a little bit of flowers here. You're like it makes it easier to get sponsors and shit when you know the shit's gonna get done. Like you have a lot of fly-by-night people that run festivals. And like you said, you're not worried about the artists. You know you can get them, you pay for them. I got to make sure I take care of the family or this shit ain't going to work.
Yeah.
Well, and you got to build the infrastructure. It's a whole thing that makes a festival happen. You know
That's
what I mean?
right. That's right.
And speaking of that, I mean, Lake Afton is better for having the damn jam there.
They got buildings that are air conditioned.
Well, and they have
you guys are bringing some.
And people don't realize that the
up.
campgrounds out at Lake Afton are beautiful. For like they're starting to update the system because of you guys.
Yes, they are updating it.
You guys have
That's
put a
what
lot.
I mean.
You guys had to bring in a ton of money just to get the electrical out there to run the stage that you got.
Yeah, and we also we rent the lake. We rent that whole west side, so we pay them to have that space, and I'm hopeful that they see that.
Do you think
value.
maybe one eventually will take over the whole other side too?
That's the goal.
Because there's another almost double the campsites on the other side too.
Yeah,
and it'd be nice to have that whole entire circle of a place just.
Well, and on the other side, there's more electrical.
Wouldn't we have fun running around the whole entire
We'll have a fleet of pontoon shuttles.
My husband might lose his mind.
Well, I've always taught my kids to drive out there, so we're always out there for like holiday events. We rent the buildings out there, and there's never anybody out there. So like my daughter's 14, so she was 12 or 13. So we'd get like while we're waiting for food to go, we'd go get in the car and drive around that Circle Lake, and she'd learn how to drive and stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's what my parents did the same for me when I was a kid. That's where I learned how to drive.
Oh, really?
Well, because there's no curbs. Like, see, if you like you screw up.
Well,
I mean, really, you'd have to.
I would have ended up in the lake.
If you end up in the lake off a street that's in Lake Afton, you really fucked up.
Yes, that's true. But it would have happened.
If you go from a paved street to the lake, you have went through some shit to get there. But like I said,
I have a confession, you guys.
No.
I've only been in like 3 accidents my whole life, okay? And they've all been with parked cars.
Parked cars?
Yeah, so every time I go into I'm driving, I pull in a parking lot, Bobby's like, easy, baby, danger zone.
Well, at least it's not dangerous accidents that you're having.
Well, last year, I did the golf cart, and everyone's like, Taryn, are you sure you can drive this? I'm like, seriously?
It's fine.
Well, and it's just like us. What was really funny is we brought out the Cushman last year. You guys saw our goofy.
Ooh, yes.
Then we were
like Dr. Nefario. Right?
Yeah,
it was cool, though. I liked it.
I would like to bring it out again and mess with it. It was my buddies. He let us borrow it. Shout out to Zach Ralph for letting me borrow
awesome.
that. I love you, buddy. But it overheated a lot as an old machine, and it was a 4-speed, so it was real.
It was?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or was it? It was a 3-speed. I think it was a 3-speed.
Yeah, something like that.
It was a 3-speed, and it was really funny because half of our staff couldn't drive it.
Nobody can drive a stick anymore.
I can't.
Someone threw our engineer.
You got to learn.
Someone threw
You'll
our
have to
engineer
teach
off the
me.
back of the thing. It was a shit show. It was pretty funny. Like really, me and Aaron were pretty much the only people that could really fucking drive. Well,
and I didn't even want to drive it. I was like, no.
Yeah, for the most part. But it was definitely fun to cruise around the festival site.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Well, boy, if you try to walk it.
It's a big
What?
site.
It's a lot.
It's a big site.
Big
really.
space.
Well, and people are like, "Why you walking? You got to." Yeah. Well, it's great for you if you just come for one day. We there for 4 motherfucking days. We can't walk around there all damn day.
Yeah, I know,
And
right?
I'm pushing like 300 pounds.
Well,
I just started driving my car because it was air conditioned.
Well, and the thing is, me and you, and Taryn, we all got, and Bobby, we got to be at 8 places sometimes,
Yeah.
and you got to be there right now.
Yeah.
I can't.
What's that about?
Yeah.
So I met CJ through WEBA.
Yes.
And
What's WEBA? Explain that a little bit.
so WEBA is Wichita Independent Business Association.
Okay, cool.
It's a great organization for small businesses. Great for the Damn Jam to get sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
And so CJ and I joined WEBA around the same time, I think.
Yeah, both of us in January.
Yeah, and we just were
We were drawn.
Yeah.
We were drawn together, like instantly at the event.
Well, you're both hard workers. That helps.
Yes.
And then she was telling me about the Damn Jam. I was like, "Oh, that sounds fun." So last year, I just volunteered. I helped with lighting for the stage. I've been familiar with Dwayne Productions that puts on the big stage. And so I got to meet Emerald, who is the new the owner?
No, she just runs it. There's a
Not
Greg
the-
guy that is the owner. We had 2 deaths last year as well because Dwayne Productions, the owner, Dwayne Dubinsky, passed away in an accident at NASCAR.
Was he the one that owned the stage, correct?
Yeah, the
Yes.
company. But the
Oh, wow.
company goes on.
That
And
that happened actually right before the event.
yeah,
didn't it?
3
Correct.
weeks. You
Yeah.
want to talk about a panic attack?
Yeah, that's I actually remember that up because I remember some of the production because I talked to all you guys' production team because they were great.
Yeah,
they were like the guy who owned the stage, man. He just died like 3 weeks ago. I was like 3 fucking weeks ago.
Yeah.
I was like, and you guys still got this put together? I was like,
Well, and
man.
Emerald did
I said he would be
schedule.
proud of you. He
The
would be proud of
schedule's
you.
the schedule.
That's right.
Odds are he wasn't going to work on that stage anyway.
Yeah, but it's
You
hard.
know what I mean? He wasn't going to be hands
We were
on deck,
really
probably.
good friends for 16 years. He did a lot of my staging, so he always came and did mine.
And
just 'cause
I will
knew him.
say,
bet.
I will say, I don't know if you guys were there last year, if you got to see it, but go back and you can actually look at the
It's an
interviews that we
impressive
did.
stage.
It is one of the coolest damn stages I've seen put together in a while.
Well, about that,
Wow.
the stage. So here's the thing that happens when you go bigger. You get a bigger stage.
So we're going bigger this year?
We have a bigger stage. It's like a 40 by 60 with a
Holy
peaked
shit.
roof that folds out like a transformer, Aaron.
Are we-
It is so awesome.
Are we doing? Got
Well,
the
the
2
last
big
one was
monitors
cool.
too again?
Yes, because Dwayne Productions will still provide all that production. Me and Emerald are very close, and we've built a relationship together. You've probably seen her post a couple times on my social media where she's like, it's her favorite show. We're just a good team, and so we knew we didn't want to lose that, but we have to have a bigger stage with this size of our artist.
Well, you
And
stepped it up.
she's
You guys
kind
stepped it up.
of she's kind enough to not say, okay, I'm going to charge you and we'll rent from here. She says, no, I want you to go rent from here or get this stage, and kind of guided us. And Chris was very pivotal in this situation. Like, he totally was like, we'll be fine. I got this, And Chris is amazing. He plumbed for 20 years. Now he owns the company. Now he's talent buying and picking stages and
Let's go.
fencing
Let's go.
and,
So when it goes to
he
the-
makes us look really good. Between him and Bobby, people were coming in last year. I mean, we even got called out being like, oh, they're just a California production company. No, we're not. We are a bunch of plumbers. Heat and air guys.
Well,
Women that wanna
You do it
work.
better. You do it better.
We did a good. We
You
did do a good job.
You did it, I will say you guys.
makes us
I,
look good.
I know you. When I showed up and I saw again all you guys' organized efforts, I was like, these motherfuckers are ready for 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I know we were hoping to get whatever we were hoping to
Yes.
get, and that was in our eyes, and I'm going. As before I got out there, without never working for you guys, just being invited from Jason Wynn, basically is all the only connection we had. We didn't even know each other yet.
It's
at
a
that
good
point.
connection.
Great
hasn't it?
great connection.
Yes,
But we
yes.
had I had no idea what to expect. So we're coming out there for these two days, and I go, if they get 10,000 people, I said, I don't know any venue in this state that could handle that. Like, and I get out there and I see the way you guys work and the way you guys
You had it-
coordinated,
you
and
had it- you
I
had
was
it
instantly
together.
like, I was like, they're fucking ready for this. I was like, they're fucking ready for this.
Yeah. You want to know what we went above and beyond? Chris got us red, white, and blue fencing. So our event fencing, instead of renting it every year, we have this red, white, and blue
You have it.
fencing.
You guys own it. That's nice.
It's red, white, and blue.
Well, you guys
America.
Everything is America
Well,
with
and you
Chris.
guys, and you guys smart enough to like invest in having that shit, because then you don't have to pay for it every year.
Well,
Yeah.
you know we're going to be here for 5 years.
We're going to be here
Right?
for
We're gonna be here
25.
for
Yeah,
five.
but we all know that like everybody that knows the festival is even you do. So I'm preaching to the choir. You know you're gonna eat shit for 3 years, hopefully.
Yes.
And then and if you do,
And then we get over it.
If
Yeah.
you do better than that sooner, you're really happy, and then you
Yes.
know you got something. And I think we can. I think in the second year, I think we're gonna prove.
I think we got it this year,
I do
boys.
too.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, and
I think it's because of you guys.
We have a lot that we improved on from last year too. So we've made a lot of different changes.
So let's talk about
for
some
the
of those.
best.
Let's talk about some of those first and foremost. They turned the stage, guys, so that which was so
Yes.
much needed. They were
Yeah.
smart enough to realize that we were in the sun one way and in the sun the other, and we turned the stage.
Oh, so we're,
And parking is right next to the concert area.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
This is
because
good.
that
This is
was
good.
not
and-
okay.
and what-
Oh my goodness.
And I'm not gonna lie, guys. They made it really.
figured it out.
They made it really simple. I know you're not gonna see much stage here, but they have really put the VIP parking in the gym. They ain't gonna see it really, but they ain't gonna see it really. But
They can get online and see
yeah,
it.
and we
though.
Yeah,
we
they
can
can
even.
go online.
But they have really made it to where we can streamline the process, get you in and out easy, get you to the vendors easy, get you in your VIP sections easy.
That's
And
right.
then-
VIP has
they-
its own VIP
they-
parking with every VIP ticket. It's included.
And we're not paying extra for parking. Listen to that shit.
Yeah.
And
That's right.
this year the campers have their own entrance too. We don't have to.
Oh,
last year it was a little bit of logistics, and if you didn't have a fucking golf cart, you were sunk because you had to walk your ass somewhere.
That's the thing. That's why we had to reorganize a few things because we were tired.
But you can also rent golf carts out there, and it won't even fucking matter.
You sure can. You sure can. From M&M Golf Carts, they're fabulous out on 54.
So if you get out there and you're a little hot the first day, and you feel like you need to cart your fat ass around, you can go and get one.
Well,
that's right. And you can put your friends on it if you get a 4-seater, so you all can cart your asses around.
Yeah, and drink and have a great time.
And the best part about the camping change is we have roped off where the campers are.
Yes.
So the general public that comes in just for the show cannot wander into the campsite.
Yeah, it was a little bit of that last year. Not a ton. I don't think it got too crazy,
So
but there was a little bit of
secure.
daywalkers moving into some areas.
Yeah, we can't have that this year. You got to have a camping pass, but you can camp in your car. Like you can buy camping for your car, and you buy a GA ticket and a car camp because we don't want you to drive. So if you are going to camp in your car and sleep, because you know we've all camped in our car before.
Yeah.
Don't lie.
Yeah, and that's tight. And that's really tight. They're providing you guys. They're providing you guys a spot to like, hey man, kick your shit back, sleep till 6 a.m. and then get up and drive home.
Yeah. That's right.
And you know when the sun starts coming up, then you can drive your ass home, or buy another ticket and walk your ass right back in the festival again.
That's right, because once you get it, you got your camping wristband for the weekend to get you to that beach party, and of course we have to have an after party so that we can go ahead and get the GA out and get the campers over in the camping area, and that's a good time.
A pre-party, a party, an after party.
Well, and this year,
how can you go wrong?
This year will be a lot easier because the tickets are for the whole weekend. We're not doing day passes anymore.
No, you're not.
We're doing
so
the
it's
weekend.
It's everything, all
you
or nothing.
buy it and it's all.
Yeah, we don't want you
Beautiful.
half-stepping ass motherfuckers in there.
There's festivals for you, but this ain't it.
But it'll be a lot easier to manage as well and so it'll be great.
Well, yeah, it is because
don't-
shit gets crazy, and they were smart enough this year to give us the paper tickets. You guys, I really appreciate.
Yes.
They're a box office now. Don't forget, you can also get over to their spot. What's the spot?
3835 West Douglas at the Damn Jam office.
You can get over there anytime and actually get your paper tickets, so you don't have to actually deal with the goofy shit online like we had to deal with last year.
That's right. That won't be going down no more, and no more cashless wristbands.
Yeah, we eliminated that. I was hoping you'd segue into that. Thank you for. We got to get rid of the. I'm so glad you guys listened to that.
That was weird.
It was.
Kansas does not like it.
I'm not gonna lie. Me and Aaron figured it out in 10 minutes, and it actually worked pretty great for us.
It was great.
But-
It was a good concept, but Kansas isn't ready for it. I'll be straight up.
You know what?
We don't like
you know what was
told how to spend our money.
You're not wrong. But what was even more not ready for it was actually the vendors.
Yeah.
Because I saw vendors struggling with it more than the fucking public was.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm sitting over there, and they were all sitting there trying to figure it out, and they just started accepting cash because they couldn't fucking figure it out.
That's what I'm saying. So we said, you know what? Come make your money, okay? Let's do this as simple as possible. Like we had the Thursday party before. Now we're going to just have a VIP party a month before.
Yeah.
So we'll just be Friday and Saturday, and then on Sunday morning we actually have like a church service with an artist that comes out and sings Christian music.
Didn't you guys kind of do that last year too?
We sure did.
Yeah, we had.
So
a,
we're doing it again.
Well,
this
Can
year.
I recommend the Church of the Flying Spaghetti Monster?
Oh, I like that. I'll look into it.
yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Well, and this year, the
fucking
beach
right.
party, so last year we didn't have a coordinator for the beach party. You pretty much just hung out and did whatever. And this year we're going to have like a full-on schedule.
DJs,
Nice.
we're
Taryn's
local
taking
artists.
control of that section.
DJs, local artists,
DJs,
and now we can
local
now let's
artists.
get into all the real events that we're doing over there. You got first a bikini contest, right?
Yeah.
So just
I will not do that. Don't
so
worry.
Come on,
just-
don't be scared.
And is that
If you do the bikini
so
contest,
how do these
I'll do the dad
how do
bod.
these contests
Deal.
work? You go sign up and you can be entered.
So
And then you present these people that sign up on stage, and
Yes.
and the people in the crowd vote.
yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
how we're
that's
going to
what
do
we're
it this year.
Yes.
Because last year we missed a few of the contests due to the fact that we really didn't have a schedule for the campers.
Yeah,
Well, they had the
we-
contest, girl. We had the design.
did have the
I didn't see it. I
and
didn't.
your
I
dad
missed it.
bods, and we do your glamping camp contest, which
Yeah.
is if you decorate
John
your
Page,
campsite.
my buddy, won that.
He is awesome. I love him.
I mean, everybody knew he was winning that. He set it up too early.
I know, right?
He set it up so
Did you
early.
a whole
see
team.
his
Everybody was
sights?
He had a
driving
whole
by, was
tiki
going,
bar,
well,
man.
that motherfucker won that.
He had a tiki bar and a pool. And
He had a fucking hot tub.
Yeah, man.
He had a
Yeah.
fucking hot tub out at Lake Afton. I drove by. I was like, well, that's the glamping winner. It was Thursday. It was like Thursday at 8:00 in the morning.
He did so good. And he's like, wait till this year. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah,
Well, and
watch.
But you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Somebody could come out of the cheap seats and win that. You
That's
never know.
right.
You
That's
never
You
know.
know that's Kevin
you heard
Page's
me,
dad, right?
Yeah.
So you heard me mention the fire pits earlier.
Yeah.
So Chris Carr has been amazing, and he's laying down all new sand for the beach. And the sand pit, not the sand pit, the volleyball area is going to get redone.
Are they doing some sort of volleyball tournament or
We
something?
can.
We're just going to jam out with some volleyball this
We're just
year.
going to make it better because it is a little sticky and stuff over there.
Yeah.
You
But it's going to be a lot
put some
better.
new sand in there. That'd be
Chris
nice.
is bringing in some fire pits with the sand, with the new sand that we're doing. So
That's
we're going to do s'mores every night for, like, if you guys have... Yeah, s'mores. While the DJ is performing, if you don't want to really party and you want to just mellow out by the fire pit near the lake, that's up to you. You can go enjoy your time with the fire pit. We have some water balloons that we might be bringing out and all that. So
some glow
So am I just going to be
Well,
chilling by the fire and get blasted by water balloons?
Good call. We don't want that.
No, we're going to have like an
depends
actual...
on what end I'm on.
We're gonna
Do I
have
get
like
to be? I mean, am I getting hit or am I throwing?
No, we're going to have like an actual water balloon fight, like
that'd be
competition
fun.
thing.
No, just remember the cleanup of that is a
I
lot
know.
worse than you think
I
it is.
got
It is.
So I got
That's a valid point, son.
Shop backs.
I
Shop
got
backs,
two
shop backs,
amazing
shop backs.
girls.
I've been there.
So
I have
Austin,
two.
so Austin just volunteered to help. Cool.
Okay, awesome.
I got a podcast.
He's handling cleanup crew.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you guys handle the podcast, I guess then we'll be
But
fine.
I got two amazing girls that are helping me. I'm the coordinator. I helped CJ last year, and I kind of just did everything.
Whatever we asked her to do,
Yeah.
and I realized this.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Your staff
She's
is
a
that
beast.
way.
Yeah.
They're
Your staff
awesome.
is. I didn't meet anyone that we didn't come to, and they're like, "I'll see what I can do." It wasn't like by the leader, because attitude reflects leadership, Captain. Always.
Yep, every time.
So when you have somebody good at the top, that trickles down. So when I come to you with something, everybody, including us working with you guys, and every vendor and every sponsor is like, "Yeah, we'll make that happen. We'll see how we can make that happen." You know, it's not always we can't always make everything happen. So public chill. Don't get too crazy. We can't do everything.
CJ, can I go see the band?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
backstage.
yeah. I mean, we can't make everything happen, but I tell you, these people aim to please, and it really shows at their events. It really does.
They
And
work hard.
I got two awesome girls that are helping me with the damn jam, with the beach party, and I mean, the Beauty by Taryn is going to be the after party sponsor, so there'll be some glow sticks like last year, so we'll have a glow stick party again.
So
You
and
get
we're
some
doing.
freezer stuff done to your face.
So
during
we're
the day,
also
too.
so we're
So
doing local.
I'm-
We're doing local during the day
We're doing local
at
bands during
this
the day,
stage, and
then
then
at
we'll
4 o'clock,
pause for the
Yeah.
big show.
artists.
so
Yeah.
4 o'clock the gates open for the big concert.
Yeah.
So
And that's
we'll
both
send-
days, Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday.
Or Friday and Saturday, excuse me.
Yes.
He messed me up.
Sorry, no, Friday and Saturday.
It's a lot of info.
The gates for the big show open at 4, and we'll
Yes.
be partying over at the beach stage from
Yeah.
noon till then, or
Noon to 4,
Noon to
and
4
we'll have
before
the
then?
competitions during that. Saturday is going to be the cornhole tournament, which is
and that's going on in the grounds between the stage and the over there where the volleyball court is. Correct?
yeah.
You guys
So
kinda have that,
if you look, so when we go to the damjam.com, we do have the map on there, and it is marked out where the beach party is, which
Yeah,
is
over
going to
here,
be
yeah.
this
Yep.
blue
Yep.
little section.
Yes.
And I mean, it'll be fun. I mean, it'll help the fun coordinator be a little less stressed
Stressed.
out.
Well, and it's a nice parlay into for people that are camping. If you're out there camping, it's a beautiful more community thing to get into, and as you move into the big show as it comes in.
And during the day,
Yeah.
I'm going to be doing ice facials. So Beauty by Taryn is going to have their own tent, and we'll be doing ice facials to cool you guys off.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
So come by and see me. It helps with like
I'm getting one of those for sure, at
An
least
ice
once.
facial.
Yeah,
An
I don't even
ice
care what it
facial.
entails. Ice facial sounds in 98 degree weather. Ice
So-
facial
Ice
sounds
facial
great.
sounds fabulous.
So CJ's already
It
come to me
does.
for a facial, so she
Yes.
knows what I can do.
I don't know
But
what
I'm
the
gonna
hell
do
that is,
some
but I'm
ice,
into it.
like so ice towels. But I'm gonna still keep your skin hydrated, and you'll get suntan lotion with you if you end up booking a facial. And it's only gonna be a 30-minute one, so it's not long, but it'll really help. So
Yes. Yes, it will. It'll be awesome. Of course, don't forget your bug spray or sunscreen. That's
Yeah.
something we got to be thinking about this year, kids. We might need to get some damn bug spray.
yeah,
Some damn sunscreen.
Hey. So Coleman makes a mosquito Delito kind of device.
A mosquito Delito.
what's a mosquito Delito?
I
A
don't know.
mosquito
I like it.
Delito. Yeah, that's
Say it again,
that's
say
real.
it again.
Talking about those things that
Mosquito
suck up.
Delito. Yeah.
Suck 'em up,
They put out some kind of gas and it traps them and it just
Wow.
takes them by storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's
have to look
Coleman
into
makes it. Coleman.
well,
was
there's
from
even a
Wichita,
cheaper
but-
one we can use.
That's right.
We can hang those. We can.
Might have.
Okay, so two things that I'll help you out as far as the pest control, PK pest management.
Okay, but, this is our guy. We have a pro.
But as far as all the vendors, if you want to get with the Aaron and Austin show, I bring a couple of cases of fly repellent spray that I sell.
And the stuff works like a charm.
Yeah,
awesome.
I sold it to probably 5 or 6 vendors last year.
I have a can at my
there
house.
while I was there, and we used it in our teepee to keep the flies off you because the flies are a problem. They straight up are. And this is a food safe, sugar based product that you can spray. You can spray it at any restaurant, anywhere you want. But you just can't get it wet. But as far as if I spray it, what you do is why we sell it is because you know where your flies are. You know where they're at. So you look for things that hang vertically. You look for areas around trash can lids where they're congregating, and you spray this stuff down there. As soon as they land on it, they're like, ooh, sugar. Boom. They hit it. 11 seconds, they turn over dead.
They have a little seizure. They have a little seizure. You can watch it. Yeah.
It's kind of fun.
I
know it's kind of fun for some reason. I don't know why watching a fly have a seizure is really fun, but it kind of is. But
I want to see this. I'm interested. You've got me intrigued.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I sell it to a lot of private citizens because you always want to eliminate where they congregate. So if you have a trash can outside and you're having flies in your house, if you spray the trash can lids, you're not having them congregate as much. So when you open the door and it sucks all the flies in. That's the vacuum of the doors is what sucks the flies in the house. They really aren't usually trying to go in there because they're outside fucking around in your trash cans and all the shit that's out there.
He has gotten into the fly's mind.
Yeah, he knows what's going down.
Well, I sell these fly spray to save you, and we sold it to I think I sold like 8 cans of it while I was there.
Nice.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, so and we used a ton of it. So if you guys need it, let me know. It is a pricey product.
I will need it.
It's a pricey product, but if you use it correctly, it'll last you a lot.
It was like $40 a can, and I still have most of my cans.
Yeah, because literally, I could spray it on a spot, and it'll kill flies for 20, 30 days as long as you don't get it wet.
That's kind of nice for the picnic tables for like lunch during the day.
Yes.
We wash them so we get them wet and wipe it off.
Well, that's the thing is,
So
but after that, you go right after you're done with that, let them dry, and then you can spray the underneath side. You guys with what you're doing, you're gonna go through. If you're using it on a large scale festival production process, you're gonna go through a can.
Yeah,
but not a case really.
If you could get rid of the flies like in our green room and stuff,
straight up,
we are
I would get rid of this spray. Will seriously get rid of all of them.
It's air conditioned in our green room.
So does it help with the
the reason
makes it more comfortable for flies.
The reason why it's because of why that green room is having the problem is because that vacuum system is sucking them in. Having the air conditioner in there creates a vacuum system, and they off the end, and then they're like, oh shit, there's food in here. Fuck, we're good.
Exactly.
But when you have that spinning circuit, that's why when you walk into a supermarket or you walk into you get that rush of air. That rush of air is to keep out pests and birds.
Oh.
That you think it's nothing to do with the HVAC system. That gust of air you feel as you walk through is a pest control prevention process.
Interesting. I've learned a lot tonight.
The more you know.
Let's go. That's right. The more you know.
But we'll end the pest control process of this. PK Pest Management, get with us. But we'll end this by saying if you guys ever have fly problems, I can almost solve it for the whole damn jam. Straight up. Because
remember last year with moths.
Well, we sold it to
the moths.
The moths are light based, so you can.
We're doomed.
What you do for them is the funnest thing ever. If you've ever wanted to kill bugs with a bunch of giggles, is you get a motherfucking zapper and you sit down and have fun.
That is fun. I don't know. It's so wrong that it is.
That's a big one.
But I have sat several times in our backyard because Bobby, we had one when we first got together, and it sat back in our deck or whatever.
That's how you get the flyers.
That entertainment is quite entertaining.
That's how you get the big flyers. The big flyers are the moths and shit like that.
Yeah, you comment on, that's a big one. You know what I mean?
That's a big one. Ooh, he's a cooking.
He's cooking. Oh, do you smell that? It's smoking over there. You know what I mean? Like
you smell the big ones.
Yeah, you do. Oh, that was smoking. But that's a lot of fun.
That is a lot of fun. I think.
So if you're having trouble with moths anywhere out there at any central locations, just hang a zapper. Those things are like $25 fucking bucks.
What about those tennis racket zappers?
Those work too.
Those are way more fun. We don't have any.
So is the assault gun. Have you guys seen the assault gun?
I got one.
Yes, I have.
But
you have one.
Then you got salt all over your fucking house. But
wait a minute. What'd you say?
I have the black fly edition.
Ooh,
it's all blacked out. It's all blacked out.
Sounds
it's
aggressive.
not yellow like that. It's black fly. They made a new bug gun Bug
Yeah.
assault gun.
Okay, let me tell you about my husband.
CO2 powered.
I have 3 of those.
The CO2
I saw him. I saw him. As
No.
The bug
Yes.
assault.
There was the boys went camping one time together, and they had their salt guns. Okay.
What had happened was.
You see what had happened?
That's a lot of
was,
fun.
As I call them on the phone, and I'm like, "How's it going?" And they're all screaming and yelling, and they're a little intoxicated, but they're all being guys, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, that's a big one." And I'm like, "What
Shoot
are
up,
you
Jake,
doing?" He's
shoot
like,
up,
"We all
shoot
got our
up."
salt guns, and we're pulling up to these spider webs." He's like, "Have you ever seen this?" He's like, "It's the coolest thing," and they're all shooting all these bugs, and it's like this true competition going on.
Yeah, man.
Some of the bigger bugs take a couple of rounds of salt to knock them back. There's some of
Hey,
the big.
but the CO2 one, the pistol.
Now
that
they
just
have
released-
CO2 ones. We shouldn't be
Holy
telling Bob
shit.
this.
No, these CO2
He's
powered
listening.
ones. They big enough to shoot a cockroach dead first try.
Really?
Yeah, they are like high.
That's
powered.
impressive, dude. Because I deal with cockroaches and those.
That's what I'm saying. They
Bobby's
will
back there
blast it out.
smiling.
It's a
He's
CO2.
googling.
It's expensive, but it's a pistol.
Yeah?
Yeah, it looked like a revolver. But
Here we
it's-
go, kids. To
Okay.
be continued on
Okay,
that
so
story. I'll let you
let's
know
go.
what happens.
Let's go.
Because they load up on the golf carts and go after him. Like, it's hilarious.
Let's go.
It's
Dude,
out of control.
Sometimes a fly's got to die.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to bring the whole crew.
That's right. Yes.
My kid loves it so much. He's like,
Yeah.
Dad, I need the gun. I need the gun.
You got to watch out though. If
He's
you
like,
let
I gotta
somebody
fly in my
overshoot that,
room.
you'd be skating around on
It's
salt
super
in your
annoying.
house and be salt all over the motherfucking place.
That's what my son
Yeah,
does,
right.
too. He's like,
I have a fly. I need the gun, Dad.
I need the gun. I'm going in my room. I got to get this.
Let's go.
Yeah. You
Let's
might have
not-
salt all over the place by the time
Yeah,
it's all said.
that's what I'm
and done.
saying. You're skating
Just
around on
take
that.
regular
Salt
Idaho
doesn't
salt.
bother me.
Yeah, you can vacuum it right up.
That's right.
Salt doesn't bother me. I'm okay with it.
How about the foamy, mushy stuff that they have now? What's
Oh my
that
God,
stuff?
Like
The
phloem.
whatever that is. Yeah.
Yeah, like-
Oh man, can we please?
Yeah, but anyway.
Poor parents.
But if you guys need fly help, that shit works.
Well, I'm all over that.
I'll bring enough I'll sell you guys a case of it, and you guys will use it, and it'll be.
And then when we have no issues.
So in your experience of running festivals, like I've been on the other end. Okay, I'm a musician, been playing festivals for many years, and festivals, I love that they get very planned out and they're very like coordinated and everything is supposed to be like run tight. There's a mission, there's a vision for that.
Yes.
It never actually happens though, does it?
I don't know, man. They pulled it
Like-
off last year.
Well, I mean, you guys pull it off
But
better
they
than
get as
most.
many as they
Nobody
expected.
knows. Like,
But a lot of times, I'm
there's
just saying,
nobody knows what's really happening. Like,
Well, it
because
says something's always going to change. You're
there's
going to have to troubleshoot some
adjustments.
shit.
There's fly by the seat of my pants adjustments that have to happen
All the
every
time.
festival that I've ever been to.
yes, every
You know?
time.
Yeah, something's
Every
going to
time.
happen. I mean,
You know?
honestly, if you go into it and everything just worked right, I don't know. I feel like we were in the fucking Matrix. Or
It'd be
something.
kind of scary.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It
You'd
would
be
be
like,
scary.
yeah.
Like, are you sure that everything's done?
Yeah,
Are you-
like-
This is
where's
a-
the list?
Then now,
This is a dream.
That's the day.
I'm
That's the
about to
day a
wake
plane
up,
crashes at Lake Afton or some crazy
Something
shit.
crazy
yeah,
would happen,
it's like when
yes.
everything works perfect. So you almost, I'm sure you guys plan for some kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
I
we
mean,
try to. I think that
You
no
just
matter
stay
what you
flexible.
do,
You do
over
your
the
best.
years doing all the festivals I've done, probably one of the best ones that I've ever helped with was the Thunder Country in Arizona, and it was very good. But they had a huge crew, so normally what comes
That's
down
what it
to,
takes.
yeah, that's what it takes. So a
Manpower.
lot of times that
To
when we were
pay-
working the other
to
one,
You have
Pay
like
the
3 stage
manpower.
managers.
the thing
You
is,
know,
when you pay people and you pay security and you pay these things, you don't have any issues. Isn't that funny?
you don't have any issues, but you don't have any profit. So
Yeah,
we
that
have a
sucks.
lot of our families and our friends out there that come and they believe in this with us and they help us. Like if we didn't have them, if I didn't have
And
our
if we get
team-
the city behind it, like I think we're going to have, because you guys have really laid down the law and started to, and we'll get into it in just a sec, this year coming up with what artists we already have. You guys have really laid down the law. Like here, we're invested in this fucking thing. Are you, Wichita?
Yes.
We're throwing down the gauntlet a little bit here.
yeah.
I mean, I think you guys pulled last year. We can go into a little bit of last year. You had Yellow Wolf. You had Ellie King. Ellie King killed it.
King, yeah.
She really
She's
great.
okay.
I mean, she
Well, look, I
I know
heard
she's
some backstage
Can I be real honest?
shenanigans.
She I wasn't as impressed with her. You want to know who I was impressed with that I was not excited for? I'll be honest. I wasn't
Blanco Brown.
yes.
Bronco Brown did
He
really
was
good.
great. He was
rocked
awesome.
that
He was
show.
the best
He was
singer
also
that
good.
came to there last
He
year.
was
I
amazing.
thought
And-
he
We got,
was-
and he was kind enough to come do an interview with us
Yeah.
two stupid asses who didn't even know who he was.
Yes, and then they had 24 rows.
I mean, I was the most embarrassing
Why?
I
moment.
didn't know who he was.
I didn't know who he was. I mean, I knew of him, but
Like
I
the
didn't.
Get Up?
And I didn't get to. I didn't get to watch it because I'm interviewing Black
Yeah.
Cherry Nuts or some shit before that.
No.
I will say Blanco Brown.
Those young kids, what were they? Roses are red and violets are young.
Stone Dead Roses
Or something, I don't know.
I will say Blanco Brown impressed
Dirty
me
Roses.
because
There it is.
Them
yeah.
Dirty Roses.
Yeah,
and they were the same. They were the blast too.
Yeah, they
Just
were
as
fun.
like Blanco
They were
Brown
fun.
because
They
they
were
went
fun.
out there and they threw the football.
Well,
and
they hung out with us all weekend.
Well, and they also.
Wow, we hung out with them all weekend.
I will say those
They're
two.
blowing up.
They were fun.
They're
They were
blowing
really.
up.
They were.
I will-
What was their real name?
Them Dirty Roses.
Them Dirty Roses. All
That's
jokes.
right, that's
I
right.
made jokes on them, and they were totally.
I will
into
say
it.
them
were the
Dirty
best.
They
Roses
were
and
awesome.
Blanco Brown did really good with crowd, like
Well,
Yeah.
interacting
shit,
with the
yeah,
crowd,
they were
getting them
great.
in.
he didn't
hyped
have
up.
to do. He was drawing people from
Yeah.
El Dorado Lake with that voice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
was.
good. He was
Well,
good.
and the
Guy,
get
me
up,
and Aaron are
him
doing an
being
interview, and he
known for
goes on
that.
stage. This is literally, you can even go back and watch the interview that we're doing.
Yeah.
And me and Aaron go, who in the fuck is on stage right now? Like, you could, we're in the
We're like,
teepee.
oh shit.
We're like, gosh, and we're both looking at each
Yeah.
other during
Let's
the
get
interview.
into
I
it.
watched the whole interview back to
Yeah.
why he's on stage and we're interviewing somebody. And I don't know if it was them Dirty Roses or not, but whoever it was, me and Aaron are like, you're in?
I dig this. Interview over. Let's go.
That's what we were trying.
Yeah, he was phenomenal.
He was
and then
very
he
good.
wanted 24 roses, and I thought, what are you doing with these roses? And for what reason? And he got off that stage and gave those 24
Gave 'em
roses
out.
to everybody,
Yep.
There you go,
to
baby.
any woman,
really
to
sweet.
people.
That's why he
Oh.
wanted.
He was
it,
actually
you
kind of a cool dude, his sweetheart, and
awesome.
He was a
and his
great
family
guy.
was
He
his
was great.
set. His people that worked with him were a lot of his family. We had two of his crew that came in. So again, I'm not sure Blanco Brand's not watching this fucking show, but if you are, we love you and thanks
Yes.
for coming out to Damn Jam last year.
Yes.
He was one that I thought maybe you guys might try to return.
I loved him, but we're trying not to do too many repeats
Don't
right
repeat.
now.
Don't repeat.
Not
Is
for
that,
right now.
is that festival folklore?
That is festival.
Okay, so don't bring up. What if somebody tears the fucking house down and you don't bring them back next year?
Well, you want
No.
you want to have new people
Yeah.
to attract more people as well.
Shit.
And we
Yeah,
also
I
do
think
a
so.
thing
I
where
think
we're
Fair
trying not
enough,
to
fair
have like, okay, y'all know Jason did not like country too much.
Wasn't a
So
big fan,
he
was he?
loved rock. He loves rock and roll. So that's one thing that we were really excited about, having more rock and roll in this year.
Don't do it now.
And me and Jason were ecstatic about Stone Temple Pilots. We were so very happy about
Oh
Stone
my
Temple
God.
Well,
Pilots.
that read
Same.
Jason win all over it to me when I
Yeah.
saw all that announcement. I was like, Jason, got that happening.
Yes, he was like, do we have to have so much country? Every meeting, do we have to have so much country? Do we still need more country?
Well, it's
but country in this market sells bigger
But-
than anything, but we want all genres,
but where he was smart was there is a lot of this genre that overlaps.
So
yes.
There is a lot of the country, and if you don't get too deathcore metal kill your face shit, if you stay on the mainstream alternative and rock music, those country and rock
Today's-
genres overlap and bring the same people.
today's
Yes.
consumers are different consumers.
Yeah.
Well, they listen to everything.
Yeah, because I was a headbanging
Yeah,
mosh
that's
pit
what's
loving
happening.
kind of girl when I was
I
growing
wanna
up.
see
Yeah,
the
straight out,
videos.
straight out. Yeah,
I want to see those videos.
yeah, I do too. Actually,
I do too.
Now, like,
Yeah, I don't think there's any videos. We didn't have cell phones back then. Let me
Thank
show
God.
my
Thank God,
age.
Thank
thank
God.
God,
God,
we
we
didn't
did
have
not have
cell
cell
phones.
Oh, Jesus
Or
Christ.
social media, you guys.
Oh, my
Social
God.
media I could have handled. I was really a social kid, but
I would
like,
have been canceled.
the pictures of
many
everything I would have
times.
been canceled so quick.
I've been planning parties for a long
Me too,
time,
me
so
too.
social
You
media would have got
understand
me in a lot of
Yeah.
trouble.
In our age group, and I turned 40 this week. Like,
You're only 40?
yeah, I turned 40.
Oh,
Oh,
I did
happy birthday. What you doing? How we celebrating? Are we
Uh,
celebrating on Saturday
we're
at
actually
Jason's
we're
thing?
celebrating at this.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Let's do that.
do
Let's
it.
do
So
that.
my
big 4-0.
my birthday is Friday, the day before.
Friday the day
Nice.
before.
Day before.
So we'll have to-
celebration. Celebration.
All right, hey,
Yeah.
hey, you bring the paddle.
Okay, I got
Jesus Christ, this
Yeah.
doesn't sound like a celebration. We've turned the corner here. This
Bob,
shit is
we need a paddle.
this shit has went to a whole different place.
It's a
you. You'll be
sellout
okay.
party.
It's
You'll be
only
fine.
40 swats. You'll be fine.
He's 40 from
Just
everybody
40.
in the crowd.
I'd rather much
40 swats.
I'd
from
much rather
everybody.
the show be about Jason Wynn than my stupid fucking birthday. Nobody
Well,
did that.
if he was here, he would involve your birthday.
yeah,
Oh,
but he
yeah.
wouldn't give
Yeah,
a shit.
he would have beat
Because
your
he was
ass,
such
dude.
a humble person. That's
He
the
was.
one thing about Jason. You guys, he passed away, and I learned more about him than we didn't
Well,
know.
most people didn't realize.
Guys.
Well, everybody got their experiences with him, and then you realize, oh wait, he had those experiences with thousands of people.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so also
He was
part-
also 8 years trained in like Taekwondo and all these different things.
There's
Did
a
you guys?
lot there.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a
a bunch
lot.
of cool
And
shit.
did you know that he was an avid Catholic and a Knight of Columbus and all of these things? And I
That's
was
why I
just
didn't
like,
go to the funeral. I didn't want
you
to.
were
fucking deal with
so
that
I
shit.
learned about that at the
quiet.
funeral.
But the thing was, is that he didn't brag about himself.
Well, he
never talked about himself.
He always kept everything real close to the chest.
Yes.
He would always, every once in a while, he'd let you into his little world, and it was cute and it was fun with him. Like he kind of after a long whatever you being around, and then he'd tell you a little bit.
Yeah,
that's you get a little bit from him.
Man,
he listened more.
That's kind of why this hurt so bad. Okay?
This one did hurt.
This one hurt. Is because like I didn't even know he was sick until he was sick.
Well, he didn't tell us.
You know
He didn't tell me until he beat it in September. He just said I've been dealing. He came to us and told us, he's like, man, I beat this thing because we did the show with him and we Damn Jam involved and we were talking to him all the time. He was an avid supporter of the Aaron Austin show and it was fucking great.
He loved you guys a lot.
Well, he would always do anything for us and he'd show up at open mics sometimes and shit. And we'd always talk to him.
It was amazing.
And he finally pulled me aside and he goes, man, I know you don't know, but I've been dealing with some shit. I was like, why? I said, Jason, I kind of knew just because of how you looked, but I didn't ask because you didn't tell me. I'm not going to pry into somebody's shit until they tell me. He's like, well, I beat some shit and I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah. The one thing that lays on me a little bit that is on my mind a lot is last year I knew before anybody else knew. Me and my husband both knew, and he came to us and talked to us about it, and he said, nobody can know.
Yeah, he don't want to tell. You don't
want
pity.
Anybody. He didn't want anybody treating him any different.
He didn't want that pity, man.
That's a huge respect factor for me.
Yeah. You don't want to lay that burden at anybody else's feet. That's how I would be too. I'd be the same way.
And he went every day for 6 weeks and got his treatments every day by himself in a van that had no AC.
And while he's taking care of his mother too, that people don't even know.
Exactly.
His mother is living with him, and he's taking care of her.
He didn't have to go through that alone, and this is part of what my problem is.
That's my problem too.
Well, you can't say that because if you was doing this, you'd go through it alone and wouldn't ask for help either. So fuck you.
Same motherfucker.
So you can't chastise him for that.
You are totally right, and I'm not chastising.
I know, but
I'm saying that
you're just saying we would have been there for him. You're right.
I would have been there for him,
but he wanted to do it his way. Some people want to ask for help, some people don't, and you have to respect the way they want to deal with it.
Yeah,
I'll say to people in those situations, if you want our help, we're here for you, and if you don't, we're not. Like you get to figure out how to die. That's on you.
Someone
I don't get to tell you how to do that.
As someone, I got to meet Jason through CJ, and he came to one of my life chapter meetings. CJ wasn't able to come, so he showed up, and
That's one thing you can always say about Jason. He shows the fuck up.
He sure does. And I'm only 28, so like me leading this big group of adults. I mean, I know I'm an adult, but I'm a child and everyone else is not. And the fact that Jason, because some people look at me and they look at my height and they're like, she's really young. I don't really know how much I trust her. And Jason was just like, okay, so what's your goals with this group? And I'm like, dude, you're just here to give me a bucket. Thank you. But oh my God, you're the best. And
he's helpful as fuck.
He was he was so supportive. I mean, he knew a lot of the people I know I work for the IRC Local 190 crew. Yeah. So I'm a union member, and Chuck Davis.
Shut up.
Yeah, Chuck Davis was a really good friend of his as well. And I mean, it was amazing how many people we knew outside of Dan Jam.
Well, you realize all those communities are tied together.
Yeah.
And sometimes there's just a little bit of a disconnect, and then once someone like Jason comes along and bridges those gaps, the synergy and the flow of the shit that can happen in this great city that we're trying to promote, doors will open. They really will. Like where a lot of people are, as we found out through this show, a lot of us are all trying to do the same shit, and we're not in competition.
We all have a very similar vision. We have different ideas about how we go about it.
Yeah, exactly.
And he was Wichita.
Oh shit!
Anybody was Wichita. Jason was Wichita.
He was very plugged in to a bunch of different elements.
And you can see that, and you guys can see that. I mean, the live show we did last night is actually out now. It came out today, but you can see that, and you can tell by the lineup that he put together. That Jason Callett put together for this, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Jason was a drummer at Rock Island for a band when I was younger. So when I met him the first time, when we left that meeting, me and my friend that I grew up with, we were both in the car like, how do we know him? Who is he? How do we know him? Because we were older. It'd been 20 years.
And he's pretty good at changing looks. He would go from clean face to shaven face to beard to long hair to short hair. Like he was a bit of a shapeshifter, that fucker.
Yes.
So we ended up calling him back after the meeting and being like, hey, Jason, because he was with Wichita.com. We were like, hey, Jason, did you ever and we were ever hang out at Rock Island? I mean, I don't know. We're talking about the Rock Island, okay?
not
the
old school
old
Rock Island.
school Rock Island.
Ronnie
yes.
True.
This is the second day it came out.
Bob Shepard.
This is the second interview in a row this has come up.
And he was like, I was a drummer.
Yeah, you're right.
And I was like, I knew it. I knew I had seen him before. And he's always been in the music scene. He's always been a big person of Wichita. So we were really blessed to have him. And he was a big connection for us.
So as that goes, is what we're going to try to do is to all the people that come out to the Damn Jam this year, we're going to get a banner, hopefully with a QR code on it. Our pride. And we're not going to have any, we're not going to have anybody out there taking any cash money.
No.
But we're going to have a spot. I don't know if we would do it at RTP.
We have a banner with a QR code, and we're going to allow them to make donations because Jason took care of his elderly mom.
So it would be nice if it would be nice. I think maybe to have 2 or 3 of those. I would like to have one at our spot as well. If we could have one, if we could maybe have 4 of them.
Okay.
Posted about. And make sure you guys come out and you scan that, and that'll give you access to the Venmo and Cash App. We're not going to take anything on site because that's just too much goofy shit that goes on at festivals.
Yeah, we want it to go directly to his family, and so it'll actually be set up. It's actually set up with theirs.
To go to their Venmos, to not anybody at the show, not anybody at the Damn Jam, not the fucking Aaron and Austin show, to their family. So we're going to bypass all the bullshit and make sure all the money gets to them. So make sure you come out and scan that. And I'm telling you right now, I'm flying that banner every year to the Damn Jam until we stop.
I think so too. I think we should always have a memorial for him in some way, somehow.
I mean, we can scale it down to a nice spot for him every year.
And if you're coming to the beach party, we're going to do a send-off on Friday night.
Oh, there we go.
And I looked into all of it. I have it ready.
We're still making decisions on it, but we'd like to do something cool, like where you light
put the lanterns out in the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah, but again, here we go. Clean up. You got to clean up.
No, there's biodegradable.
They're biodegradable.
All right, we'll see.
We'll see. But wouldn't that be cool? I think it'd be good. I
mean, I love all the great ideas. That's a beautiful idea. I would love to be a part of a lantern send off on the beach party for Jason Wynn on Friday night of the Damn Jam would be a fucking beautiful event.
I think so too.
He was a huge part of the Damn Jam.
It would be a beautiful event.
He last year, he did not even know me that well. He just you're CJ's little friend, right? I'm like, yeah.
Well, and what's great about him, he's like, okay, you're a friend of my friend. I'm all in. What do you need? I mean, I'm all in. What do you need? Do you need something else? We need to get this here. How do we move this? Oh, you need power into this. Oh, you need the vendors need this. I mean, that motherfucker was a Swiss Army knife.
That golf
we're going to miss him.
He was a wild man last year.
Bobby, we're going to miss him. We really are.
He did come up to me and say, hey, CJ, I'm going to be working hard, which he did work the whole time. But he said, but I'm going to be enjoying it too because it could be my only one.
Yeah, he partied with us a couple
times. And nobody knew at that time of what was even going on. So I was like, don't you say that. And, hit him in his arm. Was like, let's go. We're going to put this party on.
But he knew.
I think he knew the whole time.
Well, I was hoping we could make one more.
I think so.
I was hoping we could get to this one.
So we'll make him there on this one.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping we could get. I was hoping because he talked to me right after you guys announced the Stone Temple Pilots, and he was fucking excited.
I know. He said he goes
let's go somewhere else. Man.
Yeah. It's too much. Yeah.
I know. So let's parlay that into what he helped create with CJ here. We're moving into this year so far. So give us the rundown of all the artists we've signed so far.
Okay, so the artists that we have signed so far is let's start with Friday, and we have I'm drawing a blank. Brantley Gilbert.
We have
Jody
Upchurch.
Upchurch, Ryan Upchurch.
Yes,
Jody Messina, Stone Temple Pilots, Wheeler Walker Jr.
Do you know what you're getting
Demon
into?
Jones.
Yes.
Demon Jones.
You know what you're getting
and I ain't gonna lie to you, I
Wheeler
looked into Demon Jones is one of the only artists that I did not know about. So when I go to a big festival and I have and I get tossed artists that I know, of course you know all the other ones, those are big names, and then you have one that's pitching in those big names, I go, okay, let's check them out, let's see what they got going. Demon Jones has got some shit.
Yeah.
He has a very talented artist. I think that's one of those Blanco Brown sleeper artists that's going to come out this year and blow the fucking stage.
I found that same thing. Researched him
out
a bit.
Yeah.
He is really good.
He really is. He has a great voice.
Good.
Great voice.
Yeah.
Great fucking
guy
voice.
I never would have known about.
Yeah, me too. But I love him. And the more I listen to him, I love him. Oh.
When Stone Temple,
I feel you, baby. I feel you, 100%.
When Stone Temple Pilots got announced, everyone. I mean, I didn't even know who they were, to be honest. But everyone was so excited. Everyone was so excited about Stone Temple Pilots.
I know.
And I was like, who are they?
What?
You're 28.
She's young.
I'm
She's
28.
young.
I'm 28.
That's right. She's young. She
But
doesn't
then-
know, but she will learn. Have you been listening?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's really good. And then when Jody Messina got announced, a lot of the people that I know from like O'Brien's that I've been friends with forever, they love country. And Jody Messina is a very big deal.
This state loves country music.
They do
Yeah.
love country music a lot.
I'm telling you, I remember selling records.
Sometimes to an alarming extent. You're like, calm down. There's other fucking genres.
I remember trying to sell records, and the demographics that came back to me on this particular PR campaign
Phil, how?
said country
where we
music
at?
was 6% of the national radio market. 6%.
Thank you.
Dang.
Here?
No,
Yeah,
but here
It's like 40.
it's a lot. If you,
Well,
if you
and
bring
I
it
will tell
down,
you that the alternative and metal
nationally
crowd,
though,
the
it was
alternative and metal
6%.
crowd in the country crowd in this state. So if you like music other than those two, step your game up. Those two genres pay for tickets and show up.
Yeah.
Pay for tickets and show up. So if you're a promoter and if you're trying to put on a festival, I'm going to put on a country. I'm going to put on a alternative rock country festival because that's who the people that show up and support. And like that's how it works. Like I can't put on a festival that nobody fucking comes to because I eat shit. So like if we're doing what works for Wichita, you guys, what's nice, and I love that Jason was smart enough to realize that we needed to include that extra like 500,000 people
We've gotten
that listen
a lot
to the
of
rock
good
music,
feedback.
but kind of like country, but the rock is more their thing.
Yeah.
And that's why I think we're going to get, that's where Yellow Wolf brought some of those people last
Yeah.
year.
He did.
And I
mean,
think he would
until-
have brought more if we wouldn't have had that stupid storm.
You lost
There's a
2,000.
crossover.
You lost 2,000 people because of that storm.
Yeah, but
that
you
was
know
sad.
what's
I
crazy?
saw the swell billing.
Is even though we lost 2 hours that day, there were still so many people there that our sales were higher on Saturday than they were
by
on
a mile.
Friday.
By a
So,
mile.
Yeah.
So we're sitting.
did bring it a little
So
bit.
we're sitting there.
We saw it.
We're sitting there in the shit. Me and Aaron are sitting there in GA, and I can feel the swell building. And there was also quite a bit of buzz for the band that was supposed to play before them that did not get to.
Yeah.
What
that was heartbreaking.
Yeah, because of Yellow was kind of a dick and didn't want to let them get
Actually, no, that's not what it had to
had
do.
to go.
I think they
What,
had
the time
another.
was the problem.
It was
And
the
who were
time,
they,
and
3
they were on
miles
to
something?
another venue.
Yeah, really.
They all have
what were those
lined
guys'
up
names?
shows.
Of course, tour managers. keep
Cadillac
that
3.
schedule.
Cadillac 3, and
I
that's another group that was
Tour
really
managers
talented.
keep tight schedules.
Yeah,
That's
they
But
do.
this is a festival. They ain't got no other show
Well,
tonight.
I mean,
Well, they have to
They
be
got
somewhere.
some tomorrow.
What we ran into is a lot of times they have to be somewhere that very following day,
Yeah.
and so for their drivers to be legal to make
Their
it there.
drivers make it here, and there we go.
Get
Yes.
the fuck
Yeah.
out of here.
Drivers only have
45-minute
8 hours.
delay. Get the fuck out of here.
I know, I
listen.
know.
I
I
mean-
feel you 100%.
Drivers
and some of
drive
it,
8 hours.
I get it, but
That's
yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
it. He's right. And so even some of the bands and artists that we were looking at, they were
Those
too
drivers
far
don't know
away,
how to
we
cook the
couldn't-
books.
No.
You got to have
So-
2 books.
well, as someone that, I mean,
You don't get to cook the books.
Yeah, you do. I got a CDL. I know how to cook in the book.
Driver.
as someone that works
I got
for
a Class
like
A CDL,
Interest
baby. I know
and,
some things.
like I worked the Snoop
Until
Dogg
this
concert,
episode
and that was
comes out,
fun.
you do.
Snoop Dogg was amazing.
He
to work-
was?
So I got to be the head carpenter for Snoop Dogg, and it was
Uh-huh.
amazing. The stage manager for Snoop Dogg is actually from Wichita,
Really?
and he went to Southeast, and he is such a nice guy.
That's
and
cool.
when
That's
I worked
cool.
Snoop, but the
Yeah, it is awesome.
I
Watch
like
it.
that.
Watch it. Throw
Did you
Snoop
know
Dogg
what
in the
Snoop-
Damn Jam one time.
Did you know
See what
Snoop
happens.
Dogg was here and he bought a bike from the bicycle
Yeah.
place
Yeah, he
or
came and
whatever?
did- he came and did it.
I like it a lot.
He
I
came
like
and did
it
a
lot.
DJ
And
set.
you
He
guys
came and
know
did that
Mich-
DJ set.
You guys know Michelle Tripoli.
I love her. I
So
love her.
Michelle
She actually
got
did
to
some
live
tattoo
paint
work
him
with me, Michelle.
on the at the
nice.
Wave when he came to the Wave before
I
he
saw
came to
that.
Interest,
Yeah, I saw that.
and he bought one.
Yeah, that was-
bought
He
it.
bought the painting.
Yeah,
He
she
bought
ha-
the
he
painting.
has.
Oh.
so
And
what
do you
it-
know how much of an honor that is for an artist? Though?
Okay, so
Like,
if you want to know this whole
It's good,
story,
it's good.
go check out the podcast that Aaron
Yes.
Lawson did with Michelle Tripoli.
Michelle Tripoli.
So you
Okay.
should-
I want to know more.
We did
'Cause
that.
So Michelle is
when Snoop Dogg came, I didn't realize he did so many things while he was
Oh, yeah.
here.
Well, there's
How did they make that happen?
Hey,
I
hey.
want to
there's
make
some.
that happen.
It's him. There's some artists that are ambassadors. So if
Yes.
Shaq shows up to your town,
he will
cool
help with the
shit's
basketball
happening.
teams and all that.
If Snoop Dogg shows up to your town, cool shit's happening.
ZZ Top.
If Garth Brooks shows up to your town,
Yeah?
somebody's dying.
Yeah. Garth Brooks murders one person.
That was-
Like, out of Sandler.
That was brilliantly written by me
I
on the
have to
fly.
say, I got big respect for Garth Brooks because when everybody tried to take he is a huge star. You can make big money. You get
Jesus
Garth Brooks.
Christ.
He's amazing.
His alter
took
ego is a
control.
bigger star than most people.
Yeah, but he took control. He doesn't
So-
let them choose his ticket prices.
No.
He doesn't
Yeah,
let
he doesn't
him.
kill people. He doesn't kill people.
Yeah, I like it.
He
that
just kills
does
people
that.
Allegedly.
outside of that.
Here we go. Look,
Okay,
he's
but-
loving this back there.
Which-
He's like,
okay.
you know what's up.
Do you remember what country artist is from like Wichita surrounding area? Like I think it's Martina McBride.
Yes, Martina McBride
Yeah.
is
from
from
Severy,
Kansas.
Kansas.
And
Severy,
so
Kansas.
is Logan Mize. He's from
Yes.
Clearwater, Kansas.
Yeah,
He used to
Logan
put
Mize.
groceries in my car when I was
What?
younger. Yeah, his grandpa owns Mize's grocery store.
Yeah, I met that dude a long time
Yeah,
ago.
I
and
did not
he's-
know that.
Yeah,
I
and
did not know that
I would go there because I had the newspaper in Hayesville and they advertised. So sometimes I would go over and support
I
them.
know what you mean.
Of course, I'd clip out them 50-cent off coupons for
Yeah.
the local
Well, and of
2
course the
liters so I
rich-
could
and of
turn
course
them
the
back
rich
in
kids
so they
are-
could see a return on their investment.
And
we
I
had to work the
ran
system.
into him, and I didn't think he was anything special.
Yeah.
Well, of course, the rich
You
kid
know,
that has a grocery
I
store
thought he was okay.
gets the music contract.
I
The
thought he
rich
was
kid.
okay. I thought he was okay. I
I
thought
don't
he
know
was
if they were
talented.
rich. I
I
think
don't
they
know.
were
Well, they're the
hustling
richest
like
people.
we were
Well, they're the
hustling.
richest people in that town.
Hey,
Yeah,
so
true statement. Yes.
so while we wrap this up, how do we get like advanced tickets? How do we?
Oh, good call.
Well,
We should
yeah.
stay on top of things.
Well,
And as you
He's
know,
the only one that's gonna
and as
stay
you know,
on
with
top.
any great festival, with any great camping, with any great VIP, with any great all of the shit that they offer, as we get
limited
closer,
slots.
and as we get closer to the event, the shit gets more expensive. So buy it
right.
now, motherfuckers.
Yes, because it's going up on February 2nd.
There you go.
Prices are going
and
up.
if you don't understand, and let me break it down for you for a second. The reason why this happens is these people work their ass off to plan for the amount of people, the amount of campsites, the amount of power, the amount of food, the amount of vendors they got to deal with, and the more people that come out and buy their tickets early. And this is for any event, from the smallest event from the biggest event down to the smallest event. If you pre-buy tickets, it helps the people that promote this shit.
All day,
so
day.
we know what
Yes.
to deal with.
all day.
If
Yes.
you, and I know everybody's got their money issues, and you can buy them when you can. Because let's
But
be
you can
honest,
do payment plans.
yeah, I mean the damn jam. Come into the box
We
office.
offer it all.
Come into the box office. At where can we come into that box office?
3835 West Douglas here in Wichita, Kansas, right next to Cars Plumbing, Heating, and Air and Maintenance.
Boom, nail it.
Come and see me.
Shit, if we need a voiceover, we're
Yes.
coming to you.
Yes, come to me, darling. I've got it.
Yeah. So like
You'll have to divide.
Okay.
you can literally go buy your VIP tickets. You can get. I guarantee you can get your camping shit at the.
Yep.
Is there
You
an
sure can.
online portal for this?
Yes.
You can get online at thedamnjam.com and you can order your tickets and you can pick your campsite and everything now because
Oh,
we have it so
beautiful.
it's simple. Once you pick it, it's gone. It's not available. If they're in white, they're already sold. It's exciting because a lot of people are getting their camping now.
And you should
Reserve
do
it
it
now because
You
it's
should
going.
do it early.
It's going.
And,
it's
and
going.
if
it's
you
going.
get a part of the camping and the VIP shit, then you are. If you get it soon enough, then you are subject to being a part of the party that is a month before the show starts.
It's
correct?
No,
limited, guys.
How's
You
that's
gotta-
actually just for our
How's that?
sponsors.
That's just for us and them.
for our sponsors.
So fuck
yeah.
off. Ha, ha.
I'm sorry. I have to do something special for my homies.
Well, we appreciate
Our
it.
sponsors
Well,
is
And
why.
I will
It's
say,
because
and I will
last
say
year,
on that vein,
Thursday.
on the website, what she told me earlier, they're looking for sponsors all the time. We need sponsors before. We need volunteers. Excuse me, not sponsors. We need volunteers before. We need volunteers for stage work. We need volunteers for production.
down.
Everything. So if you want to be a part, and there's options to get tickets.
Yeah,
if
you
you're-
get tickets if you work for 4 hours as a volunteer. So if you go online, you go under info on the
Oh, that's
website,
beautiful.
click volunteers, you get
That's
a full
great.
event ticket
You
for
get a GA
every
ticket
4
for that.
hours you work. Yep. Mhm.
And can I work my way into meeting Jody Messina and taking her
No.
shoes?
Well, you know what? Here's how that works. They kind of wait till last minute. So I normally, like with you guys, might say, okay, hey, we got our meet and greets in. Do you guys want to give a couple of those away? I try to work those with the media, or I try to work them with my top sponsors. Or when we're on site, I go out and grab top sponsors and pull them back
Yeah.
to the
That's
meet and
awesome.
greets.
That's
Because
awesome.
when it really comes down to it, it's you guys that are supporting us right now. It's January. It's
Yeah.
icy and snowy
Yeah.
and wet
Yeah.
outside, and it's
Shitty.
cold. It's
And
crappy.
shitty.
It's not summer,
Shit,
but you're still here.
I'm pimping Damn Jam all year round at the Aaron and
I
Austin
love
show.
it.
Right.
Yes.
This is guys. This isn't going away. So
And
if you like
coming up-
festivals,
Coming up, we're gonna be giving away a couple GA tickets.
oh yeah,
That's right.
we got
Oh,
four
yes.
we got 4 GA tickets to give away that coming up, and we also to have anybody as far as our people that sponsor us. We did it again. We did it last
Do
year.
it.
We're gonna
Top
do it again this
sponsor
year.
for
The top
us
sponsor, whoever gives
gets
us the
some
most
VIP
money, gets
tickets.
2 VIP tickets.
Boom. There it is.
There
That's
it is.
right.
I mean,
there it is.
right now,
That
real-
is a value
and real
of
quick, CJ.
$175,000.
You ain't even
There
right.
it is.
This is why I
CJ,
can't take it
CJ, what
anymore.
is one VIP ticket cost right now?
$295.
One.
So that's
one
One.
VIP
And you get
ticket.
to park in VIP parking that has its own special
I was
VIP
telling you,
entrance
this is
directly
good.
into your VIP area.
So if you're, what is a GA ticket cost?
Is $135 right now.
So-
You got to get these
$135.
tickets now. February 2nd, they're going up.
So we're giving away four
Let's
GA
go.
tickets, probably 2 in 2 sets. That's over a $260 value if you get with us. And if you are a sponsor and you're willing to sponsor and you give us the most money, we have 2 VIP tickets for you. That is almost a $600 experience
Yes.
right there.
Well, and the nice thing
So-
about
You
the
want to know what
VIP
about
I
the
appreciate
VIP
it.
section is that we turn it into a business area. All of our sponsors
Yeah,
that
damn
sponsor the Damn Jam have VIP tickets.
I mean, that's
so
great and
they
all,
can
but listen,
work
that's
it.
great and all. And I love the social network,
There's a lot.
but let's please mention how great the air conditioning is.
Oh,
There's an
yeah.
air
Up in that 30 by 72. What's up? What's up?
Well,
That's
So-
right.
so
air
if you-
conditioned bar.
Yes.
So if
And
you're
then-
worried about your fat ass cooking, get
We
a
got
VIP
AC.
ticket.
Now,
With a
there,
tent.
there is one thing that
AC,
we did
baby.
add this year that
What
we
did we add?
have not mentioned yet.
Wow.
We
Oh.
have pit tickets that's separate from VIP.
Oh, we did not mention that. Thank you.
So-
Yes.
What's
Taryn
a,
with
what's
the
a pit
fucking
ticket?
save.
She's on top of things
What's a
these
pit
days.
ticket? What do you mean?
So-
Yeah, explain
So it's
the
a
pit
pit
ticket.
pass, okay? It's a pit pass. So if you
pass,
buy
pit pass.
GA and you don't really want to do VIP, but you want to be able to get to the close to the stage
What are you
when
doing?
you
What
want
are
to
you
get to
doing?
close to the stage, it's
Tell me.
$100, and you can see every band close and personal up to the front
So
of the
you can
stage.
buy a GA ticket for the $135.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And a pit
Upgrade it
pass.
with 100
Yep.
to be able to get close to the stage as a pit pass.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
That is
Yes.
beautiful.
And all
Yes.
the pit
And that is on the
passes
right
are
side of the stage
weekend
this
or
year.
day?
There for the whole weekend. We want to keep things as simple as possible. So pretty much, you get a ticket, you get a pit pass. It's the whole weekend.
Yeah,
Right.
and we're doing everything that, like I said, half-stepping ass motherfuckers not invited.
That's right.
Yeah, well, you're either in for the in for the pain or you go home.
So
We're
that's
doing this
Right.
one
You're
day.
in or you're out.
But the pit
Ha-ha.
passes, the
Get
pit
in- get
passes
into
are
it
not
all.
the same as VIP.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
pit pass is not the same.
No, it's not.
VIP, you got AC bars, you
Yeah.
got
See,
businesses
so
up in there
again,
hanging out.
you get to
Yeah.
you get to
For
mingle
real.
with the Aaron and Austin show. We haven't even selflessly promoted our shit. The Aaron and Austin show is going to be out there again with the TP
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
We're going to be right next to the VIP section in the merchandise row.
The TP is famous
Yeah,
now.
Oh, I'm glad you
Yes.
guys
How do
appreciate
we
it.
even
knows
do
it.
the Damn Jam without the TP?
Yeah,
How?
shit.
How?
Everyone
How?
knows about it.
It does.
I'm leaving me
It's
hanging.
good.
Yeah,
It's
shit.
It's good.
All right,
Yes.
you get there.
This
But,
is the funnest show I've ever done.
We'll be back soon.
I appreciate that.
We'll have to book another
Hey,
hour.
Yes,
So
yes.
as
We gotta
we
close
wrap
it
this up, make sure that you get out to everything Damn Jam. We have more Damn Jam content coming soon. We have Nation of Patriots. That's going to come. Did I say it right?
Yes, Nation of Patriots.
Nation of
Big deal.
Patriots.
Big
Nation
deal.
of Patriots is a big part of the Damn Jam. We got that podcast coming up before, and we will be pimping this forever because we can't wait to
And
get out
you know,
there.
we also have Gotcha, which is Get Off the Couch and Help America. We got a girl that's joining us with Nation of Patriots this year. Her name is Tammy.
We saw her at the meeting. Yes.
Yes, she
Shout out
is
to Tammy.
amazing. She wants to make a big difference in child sex trafficking. And when I
Oh,
say
please,
she wants
thank
to make a difference,
I-
they are in it. Their family is helping.
I don't know her,
boys.
but I love her.
I do too.
Anybody
I do
that's trying to
too.
take a stand against that horse shit that's going on, I can
That's
support
right.
that all day long.
Yes,
Well,
that's why
and-
we stand with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
The Damn Jam just did create a nonprofit.
Yes, we did.
so-
Which is called
Let's
Community
plug that.
Jam.
Plug that too.
Well, Community Jam Force is what it's
Let's
called.
go, yeah.
Yes. So this gives us
I
our
got my
chance.
nonprofit.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's
you know
right.
yours.
And we want to
Let's
work
love it.
with other
Let's
nonprofits.
go, babe. Yeah.
Okay. We
It's
need to
easy.
work together. We need to make this happen, and that's
And
how it happens.
shout out to all the nonprofits that are going on and around.
Yes.
You guys know because you run one. Like nonprofits are actually built to work together. Like,
Nonprofits
sponsoring-
with nonprofits.
You like
is
sponsor
great.
each other.
It's
There's
awesome.
like a sponsorship
Yeah,
thing
it's
that goes down with each other.
100%.
You can like
awesome. Good stuff there.
vouch for each other. That works great. So like any nonprofit that's out there struggling, the Damn Jam nonprofit, the Muse nonprofit that we do here at Meg here's everything that we do here. The synergy is what makes this fucking flow, baby.
That's
so
right.
we need you. We need us all to work
Rising
together.
tides floats all boats.
Well,
I
Always.
love it. I love it, you
It'll-
guys. We're gonna move mountains this year. You ready?
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Fuck it,
Cheers.
down with
Shit.
you.
Cheers.
Shit.
Cheers.
Cheers to the
Cheers.
Y'all have nothing.
cheers to episode 90-fucking-4.
Two dudes, Aaron and Austin, made a show. It's fucking